Hey y'all, before the video starts, I just want to say my mic was really quiet for most of the video, but it's fixed now.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Boys Official podcast, or now the Boys Official. And today we are going to be talking about conspiracy theories. And I am here with Ethan
Hello?
and my boy Ross.
Yo,
So let's get right into it. What do we want to talk about first? I was thinking aliens.
sure.
I think that's a pretty good first topic.
It's a pretty people go back and forth about it. I honestly am kind of in the middle because I feel like using
What's
things
the
like the
question we're
Bible.
asking first? Is the question we're asking, are aliens real, or
Yeah,
do we
do
think?
we
Are
think
they
they're
real?
real?
And are they intelligent?
Because
Because
I I
personally,
can't I can't really make an assumption. Personally, because I've read the Bible a lot, I do not think they are real.
Yeah, I've heard Ross's argument for aliens a lot of times, and it's like, of course, if aliens would not be intelligent, because if they were like intelligent like humans, that would disprove like literally everything the Bible says, and the Bible would be false, which I don't think it is.
that's
So,
why they could be
Ross's
microorganisms.
argument
Here's the thing: everybody makes out aliens to be more intelligent than humans, bro. We ain't flying around in UFOs and crap.
Yeah,
So everybody
because
makes them out to be.
The Bible says that humans were made unique and better above other organisms. But Ross's argument is that they're like microorganisms and stuff like that, and like bacteria and stuff. And I just don't see any logic behind that. Ross,
Yeah,
can you give a reason for
yeah,
that?
Ross, you give your input on it.
Well, first off, I can't prove anything, but I do think that there could be life, but I don't think it's intelligent.
But like,
Yeah,
how the heck could the aliens survive outside of like our planet and all the
They wouldn't be
resources and stuff?
carbon-based. Everything on
What?
Earth is carbon-based.
So what? How would it get? How would you say it would get like energy and stuff? Because like every living thing needs energy.
yeah, what he said.
Everything on
Yeah,
Earth.
suck it, Ross. You suck. You stupid.
What if we
It
classify?
absorbs energy from the sun or something like that. Like
They
the
fly. They fly through the sun to get energy.
What if what we classify as aliens could be fallen angels or just angels?
Well, that's a bit sus though. Like I don't know if
Not normal
the
angels,
angels
obviously.
the angels in the Bible came down in like fiery chariots, not electronic UFOs. I mean, I know the race has evolved, but I don't think God's race has evolved at all.
No.
Like the angels, I don't think they've evolved. But I don't personally think the aliens are real, but I do think there's some weird crap going on at Area 51.
I think there was. I think if there was something there, they moved it.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
like anything to do
But
with
that's if there
aliens, but
was.
I think it's definitely like some government secrets that they're trying to conceal from everyone, like secret tests or something like that, lab experiments.
And I know a lot of people were talking about a recent, what was it? The government had a press conference on aliens, and everyone was talking about how that means aliens are real. However, I watched the whole thing. It was like 2 or 3 hours. They said
dude, I
nothing
watched it
about
too.
aliens being
I
real.
rewatched it. There was I learned nothing from it. They just like talked about, oh, it could be,
It's like
it could
I
be.
can talk about that in a closed setting or behind closed doors. Just so many excuses.
I think it was really funny how they think that aliens are like the most pressing issue regarding the government right now that they have to have a
Oh,
whole press conference on it.
Bro, you want pressing issues? China is committing genocide against race in their
Yeah,
population, and no one's talking about that.
but UFOs, Ross. UFOs are real, Ross. Ross, we saw
because
UFOs.
China China has funding our economy and everything like that, so we can't talk smack
Yeah,
about them.
Russ. Look on the back of your head. It probably says "Made in China" on it. Okay, everything we have. My fork that's sitting right next to me was made in China. The the mini fridge that I have in my room was made in China. My my all my Clone Wars sets are probably made in China. My shoes were definitely made in China, but I don't really want to get into that. Um, everything is made in China, but no, aliens are more important.
Just want to say
What
the people are called the Yurgur or something. It's like Uyghur. But that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
I like big
What do y'all
countries.
think? What do y'all think they're doing in Area 51? Like, what do you think their day to day premise is?
I
I
think
think
it's like sketchy experiments like probably
Because it's
regarding
in the
like
middle of a
bacteria.
desert. Like, do you think they blow stuff up there?
I
I
think it's
think
more
they
of
do
just
probably do weapon testing.
I think it's more
Yeah.
of working on
Do you think
flying
people have
craft.
died? I feel like somebody might have died working on stuff
They're
there. I mean, there's no
mysterious.
way, right?
More than likely.
That's where they
Because
take.
they wouldn't say anything about it, because if they said anything about it, the public would be outraged.
I think
So
they're making UFOs, not like that they don't know, not that the government doesn't know what they are, but that we don't know what they are.
yeah,
But it's terrestrial, like we made them.
I think it's just like a research center in general with stuff like that that they want to like conceal from the general public, which is why they keep it so hidden and well
I mean, yeah,
secured.
they literally put it in Nevada. Okay, half the people in our country probably don't even know what Nevada is.
Honestly, I didn't know that was a state until like I learned U.S. states in like ninth grade.
Like, bro, they hold an ET in there. We gotta free my boy.
Irrelevant
I never
question, but
watched that
like,
movie.
what's the most irrelevant U.S. state?
Maine.
Iowa.
Bro,
Iowa.
my
I think
mom's from my
Iowa.
mom. Bro, Iowa's the breadbasket of the world. What are you
Did I
talking about?
stutter? I think
Iowa's the breadbasket of the world, Ross.
it would be Nevada if Area 51 wasn't there.
I used to
Listen,
say Wyoming, but Wyoming's kind of well known for being irrelevant. So,
yeah, why things that are known for being irrelevant are technically relevant.
so they are relevant.
It's like how in the NFL draft, like the Mr. Irrelevant pick is like the most relevant player in the draft because everybody knows who he is. It's like Brock Purdy.
All
Yeah,
right,
no one
let's get
knows who
back
that
on
is.
topic.
All right, let's get back. See, this is the boys podcast. This is the boys official. I gotta get used to saying the boys
Well, this
official
is the
instead of the boys
podcast,
official.
but the channel's
This is a
called Boys
podcast.
Official.
Well, yeah, because we actually touched grass. You should go watch that video, basketball highlights or tournament or whatever we called it. I don't even remember.
Talk about. I honestly wanted to introduce this topic for conspiracy, and it's kind of the topic of Noah's Ark in the Bible because I remember our teacher said some stuff about it. What did
No,
she say?
don't bring her name.
I
Her
just,
English
I mean,
teacher.
I remember she was like, didn't she give some like arguments as to how it could be fake? But like, I know she believes in it. It's just
No,
the
she said she didn't think it
Noah's
was real.
Noah's Ark to me has. I've always wondered if it was like I'm gonna get put on blast for this. Because some of my friends already know, but like, I've always like wondered how real it was because
I
it
think it
doesn't
was real.
make any sense.
Here's why I think it was real. So, every religion has a flood story. So even if you weren't Christian, every other religion talks about a flood. So
Yeah,
it
and
made
they're all really
sense.
old, so that's proof that a flood did happen if there's multiple sources confirming it.
Yeah, but the animals. How many animals do you think he didn't put on the boat?
The
Yeah, do you think
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs were on the ark?
Well,
Speaking of
because it never
dinosaurs,
said. Well, because
the
I mean,
younger
I remember our
dinosaurs.
friend Austin, who's never been on the podcast. We were getting pizza the other day, and he brought it up like it never said the dinosaurs were on the ark. But correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think the Bible went through a list of every single animal that was on the boat. So there's
No,
nothing confirming nor denying.
Yeah,
they
like
talk
there's
about
nothing
behemoths
confirming
and
chickens
leviathans.
Like
were on.
I guarantee, if I look up the list of the animals on the ark, there's not going to be a list from the Bible. Like people will probably make up lists, but I don't think God ever really talked about it in the Bible.
And no, we didn't.
Do you
And
say
you
no?
know
He
what?
did.
No, I
Do
don't
we
think he
want
did.
to bring? Do we want to bring up like the topic of like the Nephilims? Because that's like something that's kind of
We can
Well,
interesting
bring
to
up
that's
me.
stuff
like
like
that's
that.
like going in. That's like going into like bro. Austin should have done this episode. We should have had Austin on this episode
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
let
that
me
kind
talk
of
about what the
goes.
Nephilim are real quick.
We
because
were
like yeah, he
discussing
was
how.
like he was sorry to cut you off. I just had this on my mind. I don't want to say it. Um, he was talking about like how the dinosaur bones he thinks are like bones of the Nephilim and not dinosaurs, and dinosaurs weren't real.
So
Of
Well, I
course, we
mean,
got.
like we laugh at it, but like I mean, it could be true.
okay, well Nephilim, according to Genesis 6:4, were the children of sons of God and daughters of men. So it was when angels and humans had children, like Goliath. They were giants, not
So
dinosaurs.
Goliath was biblically a
Nephilim.
Nephilim offspring.
Yes. And it's
I
probably
did
like
not
fallen
know that.
angels, like demons.
So that's why he was like a demigod. He had like
Yeah, and
a
that's
sort
what
of
Austin was talking about.
angelic powers or whatever.
And what Austin was talking about is how, like stuff like Thor could be based off stories from Nephilim. So like he
You
wasn't
d-
real. but
So like
it was
legend,
still
like maybe like Greek mythology as well, or would that be too much
it
of
could be
a?
based off Nephilim. Maybe not, but who knows?
Because we were arguing that like one of the reasons for the flood could have been because of the Nephilims going on. I don't know if there's any biblical evidence or
I can look
anything.
it up.
I think it just said that
I
people were
don't
cool.
know if Google would be a great.
Well, I think
A
I
great
think well, I think the flood was because God's people were like worshiping others, and they weren't really being
It was
Christians.
just because the world was like messed up in many many ways. I thought,
Dog, we're getting another flood in 2024. You already know.
but
I
That's
would.
why the rainbows were
It's kind of depressing, but I wouldn't be shocked if like I.
well, I would totally be
Well,
shocked if
actually,
you literally
never
made a
mind because
promise they would
I
never
forgot.
flood
I'm
again.
actually so dumb. I'm actually so dumb. You're right. I forgot that
Yeah.
God made a promise that He never did
So
again. Yeah, like yeah, I do. I'm so stupid. I forgot about that.
y'all want to transition
Do you?
to Bigfoot or keep with dinosaurs and
We
Nephilim?
we could do Bigfoot.
There's no way Bigfoot's real, dude.
I personally believe. I'm just kidding. Hey,
It's definitely a crazy
he's in
TikTok
GTA 5. He's in GTA 5. It must be real.
There's a lot of things in GTA 5, dude. Have you seen the modded GTA?
Well, no, he's just in the default game. Like you can go in the woods and find him. It's pretty cool.
So I believe it was a Spaniard, but when the colonists were coming over to America, one of them was talking with the natives, and the natives talked about how up north they would, what was it, hunt monkeys, but we haven't had apes in North America for millions of years. So maybe it
Well,
could be.
Bog, they some tough boys because the Bigfoot's a big monkey.
And I have a story right here. The President Teddy Roosevelt, he has a story in his book, The Wilderness Hunter, about his friend called Man, and he went out. This is like very summarized. He went out with his friend, and they camped for like 2 or 3 nights. And once when they went out hunting, when they returned, they noticed their camp had been ransacked, and they thought it was a bear, but they realized it was on 2 legs. And he was talking about how at night they saw the thing, like it looked like something big. I think it was furry. Some people call it a goblin. Could have been Bigfoot.
Dog,
Could have been a
that was
story.
definitely Ethan. That was big and hairy. That's Ethan.
It was scared of the fire. The next day, they split up. It murdered Bawman's friend, and it might have been 2 days later. The point is, after he died, Bawman just ran. But it's interesting that Teddy Roosevelt wrote about that.
Yeah. It sounds
Well,
to me
Teddy
like it was
Roosevelt.
a bunch of
Teddy
goofballs
Roosevelt's a kappa.
a bear.
I mean, remember, grizzly bears can get on 2 legs.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when they
so
actually
it just
saw it
sounds
in the
like they got
fire, it
mauled.
was not a bear. It was way more humanoid.
But like they don't have any proof. Like they could
Well,
have been
Doug,
like
they didn't have razors back then, bro. He's probably hairy.
One theory I like about Bigfoot is feral
Doug, that's
humanoids.
Austin when he goes a week without a shave.
So there's
It's
stories
wild.
about feral humans. So people like go off into the woods, sometimes like whole families, sometimes just a few people. And what they would do is slowly, like, I guess you'd say leave society and become feral. And they would attack people on the road and like kidnap people. So some of those stories about Bigfoot could be from people that just ran away.
I think people like might have adopted this like alias of Bigfoot and attacked other people. Like you
Like
think
that
somebody
one.
like actually like made their own costume or something like that and just be like, I'm gonna mug to see these travelers in a outfit.
It's like that one Family Guy episode, where Peter goes feral.
I haven't seen that. I
Oh,
don't
you
know
haven't
the
seen it, Ross? Like I'm gonna hold you to it. Like look up feral Peter on Google
Okay.
and just throw up a picture of it like on the video. He's like super feral. I think he's feral in like multiple episodes too. It's what
He's the
Austin wants to look like. He's got like a big beard. He's got like dreads and stuff. Yeah.
what else do we have down here?
If
You
you want
guys
to hear
have
more
any
Bigfoot
I
stories,
do, we could.
check
I
out the
do kind of
YouTube
want to
The
go.
Lore Lodge.
Yeah, I do kind of want to piggy like go back to an alien thing because I was just thinking about it. When they take the pictures of the UFOs, what do y'all think it is? Like, what do you think it actually is? Because I don't. I mean, we don't believe anything
Photoshop?
about. Well, no, dude, I don't think you're photoshopping that stuff.
I think it's real, but I don't know if it's aliens.
Well, what is it? Like?
It
I'm
could
gonna
just be
look up
human.
UFOs, UFO live sightings, and let's see what like pictures come up. And
Are
Ross, Ro-
UFOs not just like figures of like science fantasy and stuff like that? They're not like real like alien vehicles, are they? How we like imagine that?
I think the pyramids are not like made by. Yeah, no, that's one that I've never like agreed with.
Yeah, I think that's just more of a meme than anything. I don't know
It's
if
not a
people like
meme.
actually believe that. Really? People believe that it was made by
People
aliens?
believe in flat Earth.
Yeah, that I told my dad that we were recording this, and he's like, "You should totally talk about flat Earth." And I'm like, "There's not a whole lot to discuss. If you
Nah,
believe in,
bro,
I love
I
flat
know a
earthers.
flat earther, and his point was like, dude, they just like they
you
like
fall off."
well, no, like they just that like when people are in space and they get the pictures that they just animate them. There's a kid in
I
there's a
think
kid in
that's
my
like
Boy
that's
Scout
a very
troop.
unnecessary fact to hide from
Yeah,
everyone. That's the reason I
dude.
don't
If
believe.
it's flat, it's flat.
Like, why would like NASA and everyone want to like make a big deal that it's round, like so they can sell the globes and stuff like that? Like, I don't think there's a big reason to hide the fact that it would be flat. So why would they distort imaging and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's no reason to. I mean, if I go to space one day, I'm gonna definitely be on the TV like, whoa, it's actually flat, guys, just to throw people off.
Yeah, I always joke about being a flat earther because I think it's really ridiculous and funny at the same
Like, there's
time.
no way you can actually like think it's real.
So the majority are fake, but then some people want to be a part of something and see, oh, all of these people believe, so they join and actually think it's real. But the majority are probably fake.
Yeah.
Remember like an old conspiracy? I don't know if this is still a thing, but that the first moon landing was staged because
Yeah,
there was like
stage
shadow.
moon landing. Yeah,
There was
I
shadows
don't.
or something like that, and they're like, I don't think there would be shadows on the moon or something
Why
like
would
that.
there
I
not be
think that was
shadows
the
on the moon?
argument.
I
What?
think there would be.
No, why would there
The
not
sun
be?
is. Yeah, the sun's
Yeah,
still pointing there.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the sun should still be pointing on the moon, so
I
I
do
wouldn't
think it's
see why.
interesting that the audio cut off for like 6 or 7 minutes.
Well, you got to keep in mind
Aliens,
that it's like that was how long ago was that? Like 40, 50 years ago? It's probably
1960s.
oh, really? That was like 60, 70 years. I didn't know it was that long ago, but they probably didn't have the most advanced technology in the world.
Really?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't think that it would make sense that their stuff cut out because they are like old schoolers.
that was aliens. Trust.
Yeah,
Dude,
for real.
the aliens were distorting the
It was
reality.
actually the ghost of George Washington.
No, the aliens made contact, and now
Yeah,
NASA's hiding it from everyone.
dude. Neil Armstrong is actually an alien.
Yep.
Mark
And he's the
Zuckerberg. No,
leader.
Mark Zuckerberg is definitely an alien. Well,
Oh,
he's a
most
lizard,
definitely.
but yeah,
Did you see the
are he
person on
any?
the plane? Like the girl on the plane talking about the lizard people? And like she
No,
got off it? Okay, I'll throw up a picture. But there was this woman like a week ago. Let me find it. So she was on a plane and then sorry, as
oh,
soon as I look it up,
is that like the? I think I've seen the video.
as soon as I look it up,
Maybe
there's a thing on Wikipedia called List of Reptilian Humanoids. But this lady was just talking about how she was yelling. The person next to her on the plane was like not right and was a lizard person. And then she left. And no one's heard of her and no one knows her name.
bro just called the guy ugly and got off the plane.
I'm very
Oh,
confused.
is it? I think I found it. Ross, I'm gonna send you a picture
Yep.
real quick. Is it this girl? Hold up.
I'll throw a picture up on screen.
Well, yeah, I'm just sending you this because I want to know if this is the one you're talking about. This one? Is that I just sent it on
Yes, that
Discord.
girl.
Back to conspiracy theories. Yes.
Sports games being rigged. Do you think? Do you want to talk about
There
that?
there
I
are
think that
some
could make
games
sense.
that are like, dude, you know what one game is that I thought was rigged?
Super
The
Bowl.
no, the Kansas North Carolina basketball NCAA championship game from a couple years ago, the March Madness game.
Why do you
Because you know
think?
why? Well, I don't think it was rigged, but Do you remember in the first half, North Carolina blew them the heck out. Like they destroyed them. And let me pull up the score. Let me pull up. I remember this because I had like a really
Did they come back or something? I didn't watch the
well,
game.
yeah, they came back bedtime.
Well, I don't think that's why. Like, why? How would you be able to
Oh
like
no,
lose?
hold on. But the reason thing is because in the first half, North Carolina made almost all their threes, and in the second half they barely made any. And in the first half, Kansas missed everything because the basket looked to be different than the other basket. Because this was in a football stadium. So one part of the field looked slanted in New Orleans, and I think like the the basket on the other side of the court made a huge difference on the course of the game. I don't think it's rigged by any sense, but I think that like it was clearly shifted in a team's favor each half because
Well,
of
that's why
the
there's two
basket.
halves, because if there's like some distortion in the court or something, both teams have to deal with it, and it's kind of unfortunate that North Carolina got the good basket, and then the other team got the bad basket in the first half, but which allowed them to get a big lead. I do believe it was distorted though, but that's just equipment management. I don't think there's any like
Yeah,
rigging or anything going on. But like
I don't think there's ever been a Super Bowl that's been rigged.
the Eagles one, I don't know, dude. Remember that it was pretty good except for that one holding
I don't
call.
I don't think that was scripted. I just think that's a human making a bad call.
Do y'all know what cognito hazards are?
No.
So it's like if you know about something, it could be dangerous to you. They're fake, but they're interesting. So I'd like to bring one up called what is it? Solar Plexus Clown Gliders. So both of y'all look up a picture. The thing is, once you see it,
What?
it's supposed
A,
to like haunt you.
a clown glider?
Solar
Solar what?
Plexus. I'll type in just general.
Um,
Am I
oh,
sure I want to look this up, Ross? Are you pulling some Crucible crap on me? Am I gonna start
I'm gonna have
dancing?
nightmares after.
Are me and Ethan gonna start dancing in the woods tonight after we see this? What the? Oh my
Oh my
gosh!
gosh, that is so creepy. Do not show that to me. Oh my gosh. Dude, I hate that so much. That's obviously fake, but like,
Oh
that
yeah,
is,
but interesting.
Wait,
dude.
is it like supposed to haunt you, or like is it going to haunt me? Am I gonna start like
When you close your
stripping
eyes,
and
you'll start
dancing in the
singing.
woods tonight? Am I gonna like be howling like a
I would
wolf?
not recommend looking up. I might like actually be thinking about that when I go to bed
That's
Oh no,
tonight.
I already looked it up. I'm looking at it right now. For some reason, I like can't take my holy gosh! Ah!
Dude,
It's so
it is
weird.
freaking me out. Oh my gosh.
I'll put it in the description for anyone that wants to look at it.
No, don't look at that. No, Ross, we're gonna
I'll
get
put the
we're
name
gonna
in.
get our.
You
No,
can
don't
look
do
at it
that.
at noon, not late at night. We're late at night, and that was not a good idea.
Okay, so last thing. Do y'all think that Jeffrey Epstein killed